Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to Hush Hoops ASMR. Hush Hoops. Got a different kind of video for you guys today, something that we have not done on this channel yet. Obviously, we have a lot of NBA talk on here, opening cards, discussing players, playoffs, all that good stuff. One big part of the NBA and basketball culture in general, of course, is the shoes. Of course, we've got a lot of sneakerheads in the NBA. And just sneakerheads in general, people that are a fan of the game or play in their own sort of leagues, whether it's, high school, college, rec league, just playing pickup with some friends, all that good stuff. So, let me just start this video off by saying I am by no means a sneakerhead. I enjoy looking at the sneakers, seeing what the players are wearing. I follow a couple Instagram accounts that are focused on like basketball shoes, NBA kicks, that kind of thing. So I follow along, but as far as getting into I guess you could call it a hobby myself, it's not really something I've been super into as far as purchasing shoes and starting a collection. Really, it's the last thing I need is to start a shoe collection. As we all know, basketball shoes in general are not the cheapest. So we're gonna do a little shoe collection video for you guys, as well as an unboxing of my first ever pair of Jordans. First ever pair. If you're a basketball fan or NBA fan, you can probably already tell by our logo here of what player's shoes I got. But we are gonna save our unboxing for last. We are just gonna go through first just kind of some of my everyday shoes and other basketball shoes that I have worn in the past. So we will take our box and we are gonna put it to the side for now, and we will come back to it. Put this over to the side. You guys can get a little sneak peek of some of my PC cards. I'm sure you can tell the team that I like to collect. This is by no means like all the cards I have. I have way too many cards, but this is just a little display I set up a while ago. I definitely need to add to it, add some of my other cards that I've gotten. I just haven't updated it in quite some time, but like I said, little sneak peek into my card collection. Alright, first off, like I said, we're just going to start with just my everyday shoes, and I left out things like slides, like sandals, that kind of stuff. We're just sticking to sneakers for this video, or like running shoes, tennis shoes, that kind of thing. So another little thing beforehand, I have not cleaned off most of these shoes. My shoes do get dirty. I know some people like to keep their shoes like crisp, pristine, but I'm kind of in the mind like their shoes, they go on your feet, they're gonna get dirty. So I try to take care of them, but if they get scuffed up and a little dirty, I'm not pressed about it. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with kind of my more boring, I guess, shoes, and then kind of get more into the fun ones. But without further ado, let's get started with our first shoe. Oh, sorry about that. I knocked some over, but our first shoe we have here are our Nikes. Some Nikes. I believe these are the Roches. The Nike Roche or something similar to that. I had a pair of Roches back in high school and wore them for a while. Scratch some of the mesh here on top. It's a very light shoe, lightweight, breathable. Got the big Nike swoosh on the side in the black material with the white soles, or somewhat white. Again, as you can see, these are pretty dirty, lots of mud on them. And they're getting pretty worn down. These are starting to be kind of like my, like doing chores, like taking out the trash kind of shoe, as they're getting a little older on me. But got the laces here all tied up. That Nike swoosh again, the black on black. Always kind of nice getting black shoes. They don't show the dirt as much. Get the back here, more support in the back, a little more firm back here. And of course our little rubber sole. But again, oh, and we got the Nike logo here on the sole of the shoe. Nice touch there. Some tapping on the logo. Alright. Again, I believe this is the Nike Roche. Don't quote me on that, though. Alright, we'll say goodbye to our first shoe of the video. And we will get into our second shoe we have today. And here we have another Nike. I'm sure you'll see a trend in this video. Mostly Nikes in my collection, with of course now the Jordans that I'm getting. But I'm looking to expand, maybe get some more Nikes. I really like the Lucas that are coming out. Those are pretty cool. I'm not for sure which shoe this is exactly. Let's see. The US, I wear 11.5 or 12s in most of my shoes. Yeah, I don't remember what these are called exactly, but they're just a Nike running shoe. A running shoe pretty similar to the Roche's. Got this big rubber bottom. I do like the texture on this one, on the sole. It's a nice little indentation serrations. Makes a nice little texture there. I like that. But again, we got our big rubber sole. And this time we got gray on top. Some different shades of gray with our big white Nike swoosh. This is the inside of the shoe. Here's the outside of the shoe. Do some tapping and scratching. But yeah, most of these shoes are just shoes I'll do everyday stuff in. I also wear these ones to work a lot. I have a job where I'm up and moving quite a bit, so definitely want some comfy, breathable shoes when you're on your feet all day. Anyways, hope you guys are all doing well. It's getting towards to be like the middle of May now, so hope you guys are getting outside, enjoying some of that warmer summer weather. We can look at the tongue here. We got the little circle Nike logo. I like this logo that they started doing. Pretty cool. So we got that circle Nike logo on the tongue, and also it says Nike right here. And of course we got the classic swoosh, whatever they call it, the swoosh I believe. There's our laces that match the color of the shoe. Alright, we'll do a little more tapping on here, then we'll move on to our next item. Alright, there we have it. Shoe number 2. Shoe number 2. Cool. We'll put that to the side. Alright, next up we have definitely one of my go-tos, one of my favorites for everyday wear. So I'll show you guys. We got the another Nike shoe. And this one is called, it's the waffle something. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it has waffle in the name because it's got this waffle kind of pattern on the bottom here. But yeah, like I said, these are one of my favorites. I also wear these to work a lot and just out to do stuff. I really like the design, the different kind of like, I don't know if you call this like felt or like velvet feeling, maybe suede type texture on like the front and the back here. I really like it. It's got a lot of nice support. That big chunky sole. The big chunky sole. Nothing wrong with being a little chunky, you know. And of course we got the big white Nike swoosh here. I also like how it comes back and loops all the way around the shoe to the other side. It kind of acts as the, I don't know what you call this part on shoes, like the loop. It's usually just a loop that you know, can put your finger in and pull the back of your shoe up, but we've got the Nike waffle somethings. Let's see what kind of noises we can get out of them. the shoe here. Got, of course, our tongue. I also like the, I don't know if you can call this like retro. I like the Nike and the swoosh here, especially the orange. Gives it a nice little pop of color. That's not even like really something you notice, but just a nice little touch that I personally enjoy. Got our white laces, Let me know in the comments, do you guys untie and tie your shoes every time you put them on? Because if they're everyday shoes, I'll normally just leave them tied and slip them on and off. I know it's probably not the best for your shoe, but I'm just here to enjoy them. And for me, that means just wearing them, living in them, not worrying about them, treating them like shoes. But I can definitely understand why people that collect want to treat them more as collectibles, especially the more expensive shoes. Kind of follow the stitching here. Follow the swoosh. That's satisfying. I like tracing this. Alright. We'll get a couple more sounds out of this bad boy and then we'll move on. Alright. We got a good look at these bad boys. Again, they're Nike waffle, something like that. So we'll put these to the side and we can start getting to our basketball shoes. Now let me just start this by saying I'm a little upset. I had some like blue Nike Hyper Dunks that I used throughout, not all throughout college, but a good chunk of my undergrad. I used those shoes, and it was just a pair my roommate lent to me. Luckily, we were the same size, and I played in them until like they basically fell apart. So I might have thrown them away. I wanted to show them, just to have another shoe to add, and another basketball shoe to show you guys, but either they've thrown away or they're in my basement, which basically means they're gone. I don't know. That basement freaks me out. We don't go down there. So if it's down there, it's gonna stay down there until I move out. But we still have some basketball shoes to show you. We have two pairs that we will get into. This first pair I'm going to show you guys is the first pair that I bought with my own money. The first pair of basketball shoes I ever bought. So let's just get into it. Alright. Alright, so these, again, the first pair of basketball shoes I've ever bought. As you can see, we got some more Nikes here, some more Nikes. These are the Paul George ones, I believe, the PG ones. As you can see, they are very purple, very purple, very purple. Purple, one of my favorite colors. I love the different shades of purple on this shoe. I think these look so good together, as well as the little specks of black on the white sole there. I just think these are good looking shoes. I can definitely understand why someone might not like these if purple's not your color. But I like them. I'm just gonna tie our laces real quick so they're not dragging all over the desk. There we go. Alright, so here we go. The Paul George ones. These kind of like the other shoe we just had, the waffle, has that suede material on it, but it's a lot more on this shoe. As you can see, this whole thing, this whole back part of the shoe is that suede material, which I will say does make the shoes get a little hot at some points. So just keep that in mind if you're interested in getting something like these. But yeah, as you can see, we got the little Velcro here as well as the laces. So we'll just take some time, look at our shoe, talk about it a little bit. Of course, make some sounds with it, do some tapping. And you guys let me know what you think. Do you like these? Would you wear them? Check out our Velcro. Can lift up the Velcro. There we go. We got our Velcro. This is what it looks like unvelcroed. So yeah, definitely, I mean, these shoes probably don't need the Velcro, but just adds a little extra security, I guess. Keep your foot from slipping around, but I really dig this texture on the strap. And then of course on the front we still do have some mesh here. Do some tapping on the sole. As far as the performance of these shoes go, I don't have a lot to compare it to. These might be a little chunkier, a little heavier than some people would prefer. is what I used it for, just like pickup games, rec league. I really, really enjoy these shoes. They are super comfortable, offer lots of cushion, like it feels like you're walking on clouds. Lots of cushion in the feet. Again, your feet might get a little hot. They're not as breathable as some shoes. But yeah, I was always very happy with these. Could play for a couple hours and still be comfortable. Keep your feet nice and comfy. They're a very good fit. Very good fit. Very comfortable. Also kind of got like this black kind of inner part of the shoe. The part that kind of holds your foot a little more. Got that black tongue with the black and purple logo. The PG Paul George. Paul George logo. I love this strap, it's so fun. Love running my fingers on it. So satisfying. Do a little more tapping on this bad boy. Right here, I don't know if you can see it, but in black it says 5/115. Not really sure what that means. Might be something significant for Paul George. Also on the back we have the number 13. Paul George's number. PG-13 is his nickname, although I'm not sure what number he is on the Sixers right now. I'm not sure if he's 13 or if he had to take a different number. We got the the purple little loop back here. On the side of the shoe, it says Nike Zoom. Nike Zoom. 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 We take a look at the sole. It's pretty cool looking. I like this little splash of color on the bottom. The orange and purple. Kind of got that extra cushion padding for the middle of your foot here. And then of course the PG logo again. P G P G. Alright. I think we got a good look at our Paul George. Again, really comfortable shoe. I really just liked the design, the different shades of purple, the suede on the back, the white and the black little specks on the sole. I just think they look amazing. I'm not even a Paul George fan, but I really enjoy these shoes. So, all right, we'll put these to the side. And we're gonna get down to our main event here. Our main event. We have our Jordan brand sneakers unboxing here. A brand new pair of Jordans. I have never worn them. I tried them on once, but I've never worn them out, and I have not worn them. I haven't played in them yet. I'm planning on it. I'm planning on playing in them hopefully sometime soon, but they've kind of just been sitting here for a little bit, so if you can't tell by now, these are Jason Tatum's signature Jordan shoe. Jason Tatum, you can see we got the big JT here on the box with his logo. We got these swirls all around the box. All these swirls, kind of like a lava lamp feel almost. Do a little tapping, tapping on our box. Alright, y'all. This is my first time doing an unboxing. I'm actually nervous. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. I've already looked at them. I know what they look like. But you don't. But without further ado, let's just get into it. Leave a like on the video if you like this kind of stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully we can get some more shoes here in the future and do some more unboxings. But without further ado, let's get into our box. Lift it up. Alright, we can already see we got some designs on the paper here. That's pretty cool, a nice touch. You can see the paper. Get some crinkling sounds. Just run our hands on the paper. I know I'm just teasing you right now. Can lift this up a little bit, get a better look at the designs on the little wrapping paper here. I like that they actually used this. Instead of just being plain like paper. It's nice they got a little design on here. Alright. I've kept you guys waiting long enough. Let's get into our shoes. Da-da-da-da. Moment of truth. Boom. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to our unboxing. Let me know, what are your first impressions? We got our little Jordan logo right here on the outside. These are the Tatum 3s. Tatum Jason Tatum, designed by him, and Jordan Brand. So Tatum has come out with 3 separate shoes for his brand so far, and this is the 3rd edition, and my favorite so far, my favorite of his shoes. If you don't know anything about basketball and don't know who Tatum is, him on the back, that is Jason Tatum, Boston Celtic. So let's take a look at these. We got our nice little view on the outside. Love the different textures and colors we get all throughout the shoe. Going from kind of a mesh to more, got a little grid right here. I'll move it closer so you guys can get a good look. Got more of, I wouldn't even call this suede, but almost some more mesh right here. And then back to our little grid, little squares in there. So that is the side of the shoe. Here we got the back of our shoe. Oh, I should have mentioned this specific colorway of this shoe is called the Sidewalk Chalk. Sidewalk Chalk. Sidewalk Chalk. So on the back here, it's got some little, that's what that is, some sidewalk chalk here, as well as the number 0, which is Tatum's number that he wears on his jersey. Here we got the other side of our shoe. The other side, again, different textures over here. Got the mesh, different kinds of mesh. Some wavy designs on our sole. On the back here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but in the black marking here, it says, "Find a way, find a way." It also says something else on the sole here. We'll take a look at our sole. The sole of the shoe, not your actual sole. I don't know how to look at that. And right here it just says what is that? Cushlon 3.0. So it's the type of cushioning on the bottom here. And then this is upside down, but it says Air Zoom. So this is the sole of our shoe. Okay, got that nice Jordan logo on the bottom there. You can get a look at the front of our shoe. That's what it looks like from the aerial view. You can see all our waves, all our different colors, as well as our logo here, JT, Jason Tatum, in kind of that sidewalk chalk design. Take a peek inside the sole here. I guess it's just inside the shoe. You can see the JT down there again. And then on the inside of the tongue, it says Deuce, which is his kid. And he said that this sidewalk chalk colorway was inspired by his son and them coloring with chalk together. So kind of wholesome. I also work with kids, so I thought this was pretty fitting for me to have a sidewalk chalk colorway. If you don't know or unfamiliar, the colorway, I mean, you probably put it together, is just the colors of the shoe. So Tatum, these Tatum 3s have lots of different colorways. So it's the same design. It keeps all these same swooshes, same textures, but it'll just be in different colors. So there's one design and lots of different colors you can make with it. He is coming out with like a pink shoe called Put 'em in a Blender, which is like different shades of pink that looks super cool. I'm very tempted to get some. If you can't tell by my shoes, I kind of like the more colorful shoes, something that has like a pop of color. I keep telling myself I need to buy some more neutral shoes to wear, because I don't want people thinking I'm good, you know, when I pull up and people pick me to be on their team because I have some flashy shoes, and then I get out there and I'm terrible. So it's definitely not for everyone. Let me know, would you guys wear shoes like that I have, like with all these colors and my purple ones I have, or is that too much? Is that, if you see someone in shoes like that, do you expect them to be good? Please say no. Please say no. But yeah, we can just take a look at our shoes here, see what noises we can get. Scratch all the different textures. Got the rubber that comes up right here, kind of in the middle of the foot. I really like all the wavy designs in this shoe. Like I said earlier, it just kind of reminds me of like a lava lamp. I love those kind of like, I don't know, flowy, like blob type designs. All the different colors too. Yeah, especially with all the colors on this, definitely can get that like lava lamp type vibe. Look at the tongue again. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Tatum 3s. Would you wear these maybe in a different colorway, or maybe you like the sidewalk chalk? I was debating, kind of sitting on the fence on getting these ones, since it does kind of have like this orangish, almost salmon pink, which it definitely looks, it doesn't look as orange in person. more like beige or like salmon tan type. But I was debating on not getting these because I don't really like orange, but I'm glad I do. Again, I really love the wavy designs. I'm a sucker for some color. But yeah, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Comment down below what you thought of the shoes. Were they fire? Are they terrible? Do I have no taste? It's okay, you can tell me. I won't be too upset. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah, I hope you guys have a nice night, nice day, whatever time it is. Thanks for joining me in this little unboxing and showing off my shoes. I had fun showing you